I tried to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life, every day. I'm afraid that is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years. Oh, the years. What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if you didn't say anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. What? Please calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Dad, shut the fuck up. I don't care about you. One sec, guys. Okay. Please calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Sorry. I just was looking through the videos that I had already recorded. Calm down. The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. I'm going to be homeschooled? Whatever of my concern shows, it's ignored. Fuckers. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. Supervision? I'm a man! At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. Blech. Can't talk, sorry. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. A transfer? Ooh, I've never transferred before. There's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. I have a heart murmur, basically. What the fuck? How's that? Screw you! Disabled? What? I am? Or am I? Whatever. It has a 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes away from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. It's kind of true. This guy is, I guess, I'll take back what I said about him being dumb. He's pretty okay with the words and shit. Of course, that's only if you want to go. But your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. Well, no shit, because apparently you're dumb fucks. We went out there and we had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you'd like it. Dad, don't tell me what I'll like. It looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared to the other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day. That is a good opportunity to continue your education. Blah 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 blah. Can't speak. I'm pretty sure, guys, my mom and sister are listening in on this guys. So, I'm really putting myself out there. This is an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Well, I'm pissed. I'd be too. I mean, I'd hate leaving all my friends. Although he didn't seem to have many friends because they all stopped visiting him. Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and, well, it's not the same one. A special school, that's an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All the students are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. I'm liking this, guys. This is actually really fun. I don't know why. Your father's right. And many of the graduates of the school have gone to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disabilities. Okay. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. Screw you. So what? I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disabilities. That's what a disability is. It's a holdback. Apparently, disabilities aren't what we all think. Kids. I really hate that something so important was decided for me, but what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. You would be... A lot of people with disabilities have normal lives. They just are a little different. It's funny. I had always thought of my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I'm pretty sure anyone would feel like that, guys. So if you guys say, oh, I wouldn't miss my life if I got a new one, think about this. Think about this. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something about how I can go back to school anyway. But no. I don't say anything. The fact is that I know how it's futile. Oh god. I don't want to go to a special kids school. At least my character doesn't. I don't care. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school? What are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. I think it would be difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something, even if it is a special school. It's something. It's a fresh start. My life isn't over. It would be a mistake just to resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. Oh, yay, finally. Wait, is this still part of the prologue? It might be part of the prologue still. Oh, yep, there. How's the prologue still? Act 1, life expectancy. Apparently that's your character drawn without color, and he holds his heart with a bandage on it. Yeah, that's definitely not real. That's for sure. It's really animated, actually. The gate looks far too pompous for what it is, or what it was. In fact, gates are in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wonder if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. Oh, there's the school. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have. More like a park with a clean walkway, going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. I don't know what kind of park he's been to. Apparently it's way better than the one I have. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life, and you have to take it as it comes. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley, even though I was told this is my new school. In the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. Makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible, instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. I like how they reference the dimension thing, because, like, you don't see that. Like, you see animes with, like, the dimension, like, property, like, if you've seen Clannad, a whole story behind the story, and, that was a different dimension and shit, and, like, I think it's a cool way that they reference it. The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again. How they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, main building, whatever, I surprised myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there were absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with the realization set in my head, I opened the front door. Ew, look at this. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. You must be Naaki, whatever. I don't know. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Mutao. We'll go with that. Welcome. I'm gonna try to put a voice to him. Sorry for changing it. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse asks you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Why? Yeah, of course. My first decision, guys. My first decision. Now, for those of you who do not know about visual novels, usually like this, you have decisions to make. And depending on what decision you make will depend on the outcome of the story. So, in this one, I did a little bit of reading while I was downloading. Apparently there's 5 different storylines, because this is a dating sim, technically. And so that means there's 5 different people, there's 5 main girls, and there's 5 of them, 5 paths that I can take. So, why? I know what happens with why. I don't know what happens with, yeah, of course. I want to see what happens. I mean, this is my first, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I don't know why. Oh, let's do it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure, I mean, isn't that normal? Of course, but not everyone likes to be at the center of attention, which technically my character doesn't like to, but yeah, screw it. You'll just murder my name. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right. But it's no problem? Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third hallway corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Usually in Japan it's 3A, 3B, 3C, 3D. Not 3-3, it doesn't. Sorry, I'm a Japan nerd. Mutao opens the door and enters. Look at this doofus up here at the painting. It is a terrifying painting. Just like I said. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. Apparently our teacher is later than the students. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Ooh. Ah, get a grip. This is a big step. I know that, but there isn't any point of worrying so much about it, at least not this soon. Oh, look at all these. There's really cute chicks, actually. See, there's a hottie. I don't know about the guy. Okay, so there's the cane guy that I saw in the tutorial. I have no idea what's wrong with the gray-haired guy. This guy looks like a girl in the corner. And then the bandaged guy. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gaze of my new classmates. Not many of them are actually staring. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's a lot of space left over around in between the desks. An entire wall taken up by a blackboard and the high old-fashioned window only makes it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks, with shelves underneath for books and wooden chairs, and with its metal frames, simple and efficient. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school, but then why would they be here? Well, you see, there's this thing called a disability. I'm not sure if you know that you have one, or you know what one is, but they all have one. It may not be immediate. They're probably like me. I don't know. Apparently he does know it. And have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. And then I noticed that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb on her right hand. It's a little jarring. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I thought I was introducing myself. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair with a pretty that is pretty eye-catching, as sees me looking back at her. She covers her face with one hand, as if it will make her invisible. Look at this fatso up back here. I bet his disability is sleeping too much. That's mean. Never mind. There's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motion sign language. She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then looks back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute. So is the cheery-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hand, and so does everyone else, except one girl in the front row who only has one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for this applaud I did not deserve. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nahaki, and after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer, and I hope to get along with everyone even though I'm a new student. Oh wow, that's actually quite a great entrance. Okay guys, seems like my 10 minutes are up. I'll be right back.